Hello, 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 and welcome to SethScapes. So, we begin. So, what is due to happen next is, well, rather simple. We're going to enjoy ourselves a little bit of New Vegas. So let's get that all up and running. We'll be picking up from exactly where we left off. Which is the sniper's nest nearby to Cottonwood Cove, where the occupants are slightly green and deceased. That screen is taking a little while. There we go. There we go. So yeah, sniper's nest. Option will bring Edie to the Gibson scrapyard. Now that's an interesting thing. Very interesting thing. You see, with a little robot friend, yes, you can indeed bring them to the Gibson scrapyard. And if you do, that's great. Does that count as a kill, though? That's the question. Because, yeah, the rules are basically that we are required to unalive everything that ever existed in the Mojave. Also, I'm not liking the look of those rads. Let's have a quick look at the rads. Ooh, crikey, yeah. Wrong one. Would help if, you know, I actually dealt with the rads properly. There we go. That's more like it. I'm fairly confident that it's something to do with my dietary habits that are causing these difficulties. But what can you do?
Uh-oh.
Hey? What do you mean, uh-oh? Oh, is it them geckos again? Yeah, it's those geckos. Oops. Seem to be armed with binoculars. That's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, boy. Right. So... I don't need anything too exciting. Oh, I've got the chainsaw, I might as well use it. Come on, where are you? Oh, you're a thing. You're a thing as well. That one's got some jet. There we go. That'll come in handy later. Two of my 5 a day, apparently. Those textures are interesting. indeed. This really is rather exciting, isn't it? Biddy, come here, come here, come here. Oh, no. What? Ah, beans. Come on. There we go. Come back here. Ooh, shiny. Right, so what we're going to do this time. If we get science moving up a little bit more. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more in unarmed. The reason why I'm thinking unarmed is because there are certain perks that I can take that unarmed is required for, which in the future will allow us, you know, certain boosts. In fact, I think this might be one of the opportunities to demonstrate this. In fact, there we go. Piercing strikes. All unarmed and melee weapons, including thrown, negate 15 points of damage threshold. Now, certain weapons that's going to come in handy, but I'm only going to get that once I get up to 70. So I'm going to probably want to keep that sort of moving upwards, and we will go from here. Now let's have a quick peek and see what else we can do. Toughness level 2, that can always be helpful. Stone wall's quite handy, especially if I'm gaining extra damage threshold against melee weapons and unarmed attacks. Because if I'm getting up close and personal, those are going to be coming at me. So, you know, helpful. Super slam's always useful. You know, the ability to knock people back, very helpful. Now, finesse, that's one that I think I've probably should actually take, because the ability to score extra critical hits is really helpful. Now, considering when I'm using things like the chainsaw and the ripper, that's going to be really helpful, because, you know, it just gives me so much more of a boost, because you're hitting so many times per second, so many times, and because of that you get more attacks, and if more of those are criticals, then, you know, we could be stacking a lot of criticals. So it's a very, very strong possibility. Yeah, I think finesse is going to be it. Let's go from here. See, I always get a bit weird about these ones. I don't always see the letters in the right way. Receptor, right, okay, so it's a bit closer. Boom. Didn't even have to reset my tries. Very nice. I like it when that happens. Actually, that's a fair point. I'm wondering whether that's something that I should have been allowed to do. Should I be allowed to activate the guns? Now, I'm not going into any basements. The reason I'm not going into any basements is because if I do go into those basements, I'll be forced to meet some people, and the mission will take me away from where I need to go. And so I don't think I'm going to do that, but I believe it's this particular searchlight home. Has that guy in.
Trouble.
There we go. Some comfortable armor fixes. Get Eddie to carry. Oh right, he can't carry all of those, can he? Right. If I'm honest, I don't really know why I even have that, but
You're
yeah,
making me
what can
carry
you
the heavy stuff, aren't you?
do? I am.
Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit. Hey, I can't really move now. Hey, I can't really.
Alright, so she is properly, fully encumbered. I need to go round there. So there's a certain number of ghouls in there. Have I received, however, the irradiated dog tags I need? Oh, that's 9. So there's one more. One more somewhere. Somebody's been killed off screen, haven't they? Oh, they've been killed away from where I've had the opportunity to... Oh, my radiation level is... yeah, I'm in a bit of trouble really, aren't I? Neat. That's what I need to do. See, this area is a big problem, to be honest, because you know you do have all of that. There we go. Right, so I've got all of the radiation. Yeah, you have all of that radiation, but you don't really have the means to sort of repair it. It's a bit of a problem. So not ideal. So what I want to do, I'm going to go up to the gun runners, because I think I've killed everything.
Welcome, sir.
Unburden myself of everything I don't need here. Oh, don't need to sell that, just in case I need to make weapon repair kits. It was surgical tubing, wasn't it? Yeah. I keep the missiles because I've got a plan. What I might do is grab all the stuff from you guys as well.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Will be a dress in your future, I'm sure of it, once I've undone a few casinos and things of that nature, because why not?
Welcome, sir or madam.
Let's see what we can get for the rest of this. Alright, so also it's a bit on the pricey side, so I'm only going to get so much for all of this. We're talking sort of 16 caps difference, so yeah, I'm going to be over encumbered. Right, okay, let's give you back some of the stuff that I didn't get to sell. We'll save that for another day. Actually, you know what, I'm going to save that because I'm going to use a weapon repair kit on it. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Do I have a weapon repair kit on me, actually? That's a good question. Oh, I've got plenty. Why don't I reduce that? See, the value of that, 1205. With a couple of them, suddenly the value is like 9,000 and something. What do you know? 12,525 for the cost of some weapon repair kits that I can make myself. I mean, you know, why would you not? Why would you not do that? So my next step is basically I'm going to be looking at what I can do regarding Camp Searchlight, because you know it's a case of am I able to get into everywhere that I need to go. Now, the way it works is that the area is quite irradiated, and there's a chap. He will have, and I'll bring this up on the map. He will have the keys to Searchlight, where you go around all the buildings there. Now, one of the things is that he's looking for these radiation suits before he begins, and it's an unfortunate case that the radiation suits are somewhere over this way, up in this area here. Now, the question is, am I able to get those without, having the key? Am I able to go straight there and get it, or am I going to have to basically, am I going to have to be in the situation of killing all the people in the town to get the keys, or can I only do the keys if I'm on the quest? There is a sort of side quest. That's the question. So, basically, yeah, I'm just sort of seeing whether it's going to be possible to get the hidden supply cave with the radiation suits, because I can't actually do anything with it otherwise. It's not going to be possible. So. Right, so from what I'm researching at the moment, it does not appear that I can get the radiation suits without leaving the area. So I'm going to have to... Oh, beans. you know what, I can actually hand in some quests to you, can't I? There's going to be some folks around here. Are you up on the hill? Hang on. Oh crikey, you're asleep. Why are you asleep there?
When I got this assignment,
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case. Right, so if you're there, where on earth is First Sergeant Astor? Come on.
Why don't you go join the rest of the...
Got this funny feeling he's not exactly pleased with me.
Nelson's back in our hands.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Wonderful. It was mostly thanks to me, I might add, that it's back in your hands. Because, you know, I killed everybody there. You know, there was some small detail about hostages and killing them, but, you know, technicalities. Oh, hi, Hassan. Yeah, sorry, I literally just saw the message there. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, basically, it's definitely something that I would advise doing 3 first, just because there are things that you will miss being able to do, because New Vegas sort of expanded upon it.
well,
I do
hang on,
like
traveler. You'll want to steer clear of this place.
the story as well. You know, 3 is good, New Vegas is good, 4 is good. You know, that I genuinely, I'm not one of the people that sort of sits in any one particular camp on that one. Now, what I would say in terms of playing is you'll definitely want to go for the Game of the Year editions of all of them, or Ultimate Edition of New Vegas. You want to have the expansions, you know, the DLC, because it really, really adds something to it. Play through all of 3 and complete all of the DLCs. And, you know, you get some wonderful stories. Going in blind can be really fun as well. You know, not really doing any sort of research into it. But yeah, play 3, then play New Vegas. Do it in that order. I certainly would recommend. I mean, you know, there are merits to doing it the other way around, but there are things that you're going to find that aren't in 3 that they've added in New Vegas. So when it comes to your own playthrough, you know, it'll be a bit different now. I'm not going to do too many spoilers in terms of what I'm doing on New Vegas, because ultimately I'm not following the plot that closely. I'm just going around making things not alive anymore, and hopefully doing it in a reasonable manner. Because, yeah, this is all part of the fun and all part of the charm. So I'm not giving any sort of spoilers and things like that. You know, it's mostly I'm just you know, getting things all sorted, getting some XP and things like that, but trying to avoid giving away any spoilers and things like that. Yeah, this is it's going to be a fun playthrough, which hopefully you'll enjoy watching me doing without having to worry about anything.
Since
Yeah. There we go. That's how I get the quest up. Sorry, I get distracted and sidetracked and things like that. I said it will all go together when we go. There we are. Have a dog tag, have a dog tag, have a dog tag. I'm just going to force these deep into your pockets until you hand over the weapon.
Thank you for that.
Boom. Right. Oh, that's a gun. I'm not allowed to use that. Trusty chainsaw. Trusty chainsaw. And let's give myself a little bit of a boost, you know. There we are. Yes, I appear to have gained some infamy from that one because I've got this funny feeling they weren't massive fans of what I've just done. Sneaking suspicion. Right, there we are. Oh, absolutely, yeah, definitely worth trying your hand at mods. You know, there's a big modding community with all of these games. You know, it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, I'm actually using certain mods at the moment, stuff that you know, I'll go through what my mods are. Basically, one of the biggest things that that I have is a texture mod, just to make the textures look a little bit nicer, where somebody has lovingly retextured almost every surface and made them look absolutely fantastic. I mean, yeah, the detail on the ground, they've gone through all of this a piece at a time and just made the whole thing just look so much better. And, you know, things like that just add so much. It's really, truly wonderful. It truly is a wonderful thing. So, you know, I'm super happy that they've done that. And I mean, there are other things as well. You know, that there is the opportunity to see. I've got a mod that allows me to select whether I want to attempt to lockpick, even when I've got the key. The reason being is that you gain XP for picking locks, and you really want that tasty XP sometimes. And so I've got a mod that will give me the choice. You know, so even if I had the key, it'll just come up with a pop-up asking me if I want to pick it anyway, just so I can gain a little bit of experience. And so things like that are all pretty handy, you know, are all pretty good. So, yeah, it looks like we've got here pretty much everything that we're going to need to get. So I'm going to go around now and attempt to murderize all of the turrets so nothing appears on my little map thingy. There we go. One down. Several more to go. Oh, radiation level has increased again. Oh, it's taking strength away from me. Bugger. Yes, this is not good. This is not ideal whatsoever. Have I got any cave fungus and a Brahmin steak? That should help just ease things off just a touch. Also maybe some Radaway and Radex. There we go. Right. There we are. Let's see. Other mods I've got are just sort of background things like bug fixes and stuff. I've got an anti-crash mod, which is kind of handy as it allows me to, allows me to sort of have a very fast automatic save pretty much immediately after I make my way, out of the game involuntarily. This is, I suppose, one way you could word it. Yeah. So whilst my game is sort of forced out of existence, I still have the opportunities at least to resolve things. Bugger radiation increased again. Yeah, so I think I'm going to need to poach my way through things. Let's see if getting rid of everybody, whether I've got the opportunity to. Don't get access to all the boxes. Okay. So cellar door. Is this the one where you've got folks in? It was thinking about crashing. I don't know if you heard that. It was definitely thinking about it. So it can't be northern because there's too many things. It's pretty much controls, concerns. Right. Let's remove some duds. Replenish my allowance. That's good. Yeah, see, it's about the brackets of various types. So what do I do? Like concerns and controls and fronts. No. Connects. Okay. There we go. Knew we'd get there in the end. Something Nipton, access the safe because we wish to burglarise all of that. Duffel bags. Radaway, tasty Radaway. I don't know why I picked that up, I didn't need it.
NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after all.
I wonder what the welding guns would have been used for if they actually got a use. Actually, I might need some scrap electronics. Right. Let's have a word with that bloke. Where's he gone? Stop moving away from me.
Howdy. Howdy. Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder dealers away.
Okay, why are we not discussing things that are discussy?
NCR took back Nelson.
Yeah, I can't put anything in your inventory, can I? Okay, I swear there was a situation where I could actually talk to that guy.
They can win this war after all. Howdy. Prim has a new sheriff.
Why are
Should keep
you
the
not
powder
discussing
kegs.
everything with me? I've got a funny feeling that because I've killed off another character who's important to this, it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is kill him. And his friends, because why not? I mean, you know, they made the mistake of being alive, which, you know, do I, you know, just, is this a character that is going to be okay with all of that? So I really don't think it is. There we go. Right. Got loads and loads of weapons that just need to be... Yeah, okay. This is the face of somebody that doesn't care anymore. Right, so what I'm going to need to do is get outside of the radiation area. I think maybe if I sleep, that'll be helpful. Ooh, a crate that I can use. Yay. What the... No, they're empty anyway. Why did I even do that? So this is what happens when you mess around a lot in these games. Oh, nothing in there. Ah, they're owned, are they? All of them are owned. Yeah. Okay, not to worry, not to worry, not to worry. It's fine. I'll just use the weight system and we'll go from there. Because what I need to do is wind down the clock on the reset for the gunrunner's robot, and then I can just flog a load of stuff straight back to that robot. Now I think it's 3 days. I think it's 3 days I have to wait. So maybe if I did that, it would be faster. Yeah, there we go. Nice one, Dave. Nice one. So yeah, let's just wait for the clock to run down a little bit. And we will progress from there. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm just going to pause talking for a second because I've just got to go take care of something very quickly. But I will be back as quickly as possible. And so don't go anywhere. It's going to be quite fun in a minute, trust me. Sorry about the pause there, folks. What I had to do was just change into something a little bit more comfortable because it's actually really quite warm here, and I required some shorts. Yeah, it was a bit uncomfortable otherwise. So let's get this done.
Welcome, sir, or
There we go. Not tried to sell anything that I actually want, have I? There we go. Let's have a look at see what else we've got here. Things like that would be useful as well. So we've got all the katana stuff, but the only katana they seem to do is Gehenna, which is great, but it's, yeah, it's a bit on the pricey side. So, you know, I mean, I suppose I could do a part trade for the Tesla Beaten prototype. See how that works. Another option is I could always look at getting the two-step goodbye for Veronica and seeing how that works. Yeah, I'm going to do that. The next thing I'm going to do.
Welcome, sir or madam.
I do. Let's get rid of as much cool stuff as possible. Now I'm going to try something a bit on the unique side, because every now and then you'll find a unique weapon that can be modded. I don't think this one can, no. But as you see, what I've done with my chainsaw is I've given it some extra ability, like decrease the weight and things like that. You know, makes it quite a nice weapon overall, really. So definitely helpful. Yeah, makes it very good. So strength 7 and a melee of 75 as the minimum. So when it comes to my actual skills, technically I don't have the skill to use it properly. That is something I think I'll invest in next time. But yeah, it's a bit of a funny one, that. Huh, okay, so we've got obviously the robot. Oh, you've respawned. We'll see about that. I realised there was a person around there. Pay a bit more attention next time, I shall. Right. There we go. Might wish to invest now in some medicine, why not? Let's just merge those hunting rifles together, why not? Right, so let's look at some options here. Back down to, you know, eventually I'm going to stop being in Camp Searchlight, but now that I've got the access, I just need one last trip in there, and then I'm going to need to find a doctor. I really am, you know, I'm not going to have much choice here. I have to find a doctor, and you know, I can't really see any other way around it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Crikey, my radiation is probably going to be pretty critical actually by now. Oh, beans. Right. It's around here somewhere. Oh, I have died. I've died of radiation poisoning. Right. I need to leave very quickly. Where can I get something anti-radiation from? I know. Oh crikey, it's actually flashing at me now because of how deadly it is. There we go, that yellow thing over there. Don't know whether you can see it, but... Oh, you can't now, there's a hill in the way. There we go. That yellow thing right there. That's what we're after. Oh, boy. Hey, geckos. Mr. Radical's journal. I said journey. Yeah, Mr. Radical's journal. A testament to what you really should not be doing, because why? Why? Okay. He is really very good at punching things. I'm sure you have. Come on. Right. Oh, crumbs. So yeah, we are kind of on the edge here on this one because yeah. Oh my goodness, I am 11 rads away from death. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. What would I like Bethesda to do for their next Fallout game? That is a very good question. I actually think it would be quite interesting to see what whether they can apply the same things that they did with what Fallout 4 and 76, the survival rebuilding concepts, to places with a similar sort of aesthetic to New Vegas. So I'm thinking maybe if you set it somewhere like Texas, for example, somewhere where it's quite, generally the climate is quite sunny, and there are some sort of good water sources and things like that, and also some cities that they can really sort of build things into, something which has a particular aesthetic of heritage as well. Where a lot of America might have fallen back on certain less than pleasant older situations where you can then either sort of join in with that or have to fight against it. I do think that there is, you know, some really promising options if they were to take it down that route. And for that reason, yes, I think that would be. Oh boy, I've just done something really stupid, haven't I? Oh boy, okay. Yeah, I really cannot take any more radiation damage. Oh man, I just drank dirty water when I'm already. Yeah. So that's a thing that just happened. I meant to do the purified water to, you know, get me some healing on the go, but I mean, right, and now I'm actually going to have to fight some enemies when I'm in critical condition. I do not wish to be fighting the Legion whilst it, you know, basically I'm held together by positive thinking. I think I'll dine and dash because I'm pretty sure if I eat people I gain radiation. I think that's why I started off badly irradiated before I even got to Searchlight. So yeah, oh man, this is not how I was hoping that this would go. Where can I get? Where can I get Rad-X from? Radaway even. Some vipers around here. I'm just wondering, do I get radiation for eating people? Because there might be irradiated people. I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, I get 2 rads. Okay, this could be quite funny. I'm gonna do an experiment, so let me just save it here. I just died of radiation poisoning because I ate that man. Oh, okay. Right, I wonder whether Dine and Dash does the same. I don't think it will because it's like I'm saving him for later. You know, making, like, you know, turning him into like a packed lunch or something. Oh dear. These are not things that people should find funny. Blimey, my weight capacity is down a lot. See, I can't have that because it's +1 rad, and I'm assuming that's going to basically make me die. Let's just save again and just try that Brahmin steak. Oh boy, if I take 1 more rad, I am toast. Okay, where can I go next? Let's pop back to Novak and then head up to the Gibson scrapyard. Hang on. There are people here. I didn't authorise any people to be here. Yeah, that's what. Hang on, that's not people. That's the cows. The cows have regenerated. Right. Maybe a buff app would have been a better choice, wouldn't it? Yeah, the cows have regenerated. There used to be a doctor who frequented these parts. Unfortunately, the doctor was alive, and so I had to do something about that. You know, it's one of these things that sometimes you have to take care of. You know, as per the rules of this challenge. How much more do I need for more weapon repair kits? I need some wonder glue. That's it, just wonder glue. Okay. Why is that stealing? Like, stealing belongs, it owns to somebody. There isn't somebody, they're all dead. I've removed them. I don't know, you know, does it still count as theft if there's nobody alive to own it? Yeah. Ah, well. Right, so let's go to the Gibson scrapyard. See what the old lady there has to say. This looks like a nice, pleasant person that nothing is going to happen to at any point.
Hi there. I'm old.
See what you got that you can repair things. Oh, crikey, yeah, that's a bit of a... Variation suit. Torque's headdress is quite useful to repair. I'm thinking the Desert Ranger combat armor might be handy to repair as well. I'm sure I've got stuff that I can sell to her that will help make up for some of that. I think I'll only need a couple of sensor modules actually, just because of the fact that mostly it tends to sort of relate to well, other sort of situations really, you know, well, one particular crafting item and that's it pretty much, so you know, don't really feel I need all of that. Doctor's bags, stim packs, because I'm not playing on survival difficulty this time. I would... okay, so, here's the thing, Hassan, here's the thing. My character is what you might call opposed to the idea of people trying to, you know, make a living or, you know, do things like staying alive, you know, stuff like that. They're not really a fan of that sort of thing. So as a result, yeah, I absolutely would. So yeah, that's a whole thing. So yay. Right, let's see if there is anything that you've got that might be useful. Nothing really, nothing in particular. You know,
Give
that's
me a shout
basically
if you need
everything.
anything else.
So, is there anything else that I do need repairing? No, that's basically it. So,
Subject E,
right, that's the point.
So, you're back.
Can I? Oh yeah, I don't think I can actually scrap Eddie. That's a shame. Anyway, if you don't mind, I'm just going to see if I can borrow your bed. No, I cannot. Okay, right, what I'll do instead, let's wait for 12 hours and then see if you go to bed. I've got an idea. Wait here. It's not going to work.
For the Brotherhood.
The karma system works in an interesting way. It's a general reflection of how much people are going to like you, for example. And so if you wind up in a situation, if you wind up in a situation where you've got bad karma, then certain people who like happier people won't join you. So you can wind up basically getting a reputation of not being a very nice person, and then people will refuse to work with you. It can also, I believe there are certain perks that work really well with certain things. I can't recall if it's actually in this game, but I do know that in other games there are perks that rely on a certain amount of karma. To give an example, I'll get Eddie to follow me. To give an example, there is a perk called Impartial Mediation, and that perk basically means as long as you're neutral karma, it improves your charisma. I can't remember if it's charisma and speech or one or the other, but basically you get better at resolving situations using negotiation, because it's kind of like your entire thing is that you're an impartial mediator. So it's pretty good. It really does help a fair bit. So obviously you want to try and avoid being a goody two-shoes, but you also want to avoid being too evil, and so sort of walking that line between them can be quite a handy thing. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It's definitely a pretty neat thing. There are certain things you can take that I think effectively have a karma requirement for the perk, such as, example, you know, like if you want certain things, you know, certain perks, you have to be an evil person, because simply put, a good person just wouldn't take that option. I'm trying to think of examples off the top of my head, but to be honest, I don't really remember the perk system as well as perhaps I should. So yeah, overall, I'd definitely say it is a worthwhile thing to look into. Now, they don't have the karma situation in Fallout 4. They kind of got rid of it, which in many ways actually improved things, but I do think that it created a few problems of its own, and so for that reason, you know, it is a bit of an interesting one, that must be said. So, where else can I go? That is the question. Where else can I go? Because I want Knock Knock, because that's literally the entire premise of the jokes on the title. You know, this whole sort of who's there thing, you know, comes from the joke about Knock Knock. So I've got to take that, because otherwise, why am I making these jokes? You know. So, rad resistance. Let's make a start. Let's see how fast we can get to the other side of town and the fire station. Unique fire axe. So another thing as well is, if you have positive karma to a certain point and negative karma to a certain point, it can really change how you operate with things. Right, that's the police station. That's the wrong one. Idiot. I'm doing a stupid where I'm going the wrong side. There we go. See, that's a bit different, isn't it? Yeah, see what they did? They opened those up. Oh. There they are. Okay. Lots of irradiated foods. Oh, that's the one I've just been in, isn't it? Egypt. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. Right. Yeah. There we go. Ah, that's just a lore terminal, fair enough. Just get out there as fast as we possibly can. Hang on. Didn't I already murder you? Oh, crikey. Took his head clean off in one punch. Go Veronica. Right. So let's look at other options. See, now we've got what I was looking for. Knock knock. Oh.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
There we go. Damage 61, DPS 117. Boom. Right. Now we need to test it out. I need a volunteer. Where am I likely to find some volunteers? If I go to Boulder City, I know there's an NCR encampment nearby. So yeah, I can go there. Who's that? that bird, wasn't it? If I go over there and it turns out to be a bird, I'm going to kick off. Oh, there we go. We have a volunteer. Right, there we go. Don't mind me. It's a bird, for crying out loud. Alright, fine. Maybe that might have gone a little better if I actually started remembering to change my outfits every now and then. Alright, so as you can see, that went pretty well. That went pretty quickly. Now I spotted a red thing up in that direction, which should allow me to... It's a fucking bird, God's sake. Right, no, there was a red thing in this direction, which needs to disappear from my screen, and then... Okay, because I've completed ish Boulder City Showdown. I'm expecting Victor to attempt to say howdy to me. Well, yeah, she's talking to that thing. There we go. Boot the snoot of that vicious dog. Now, over the hill, there is an NCR camp with some rangers and, you know, various other things. There we are. The textures are a bit difficult today. So we've got Ranger, comms officer with the most interesting hair I think I've seen. Some things that I can attempt to acquire. Party time mentats. Slasher, boom. That's the person that's going to be a bit more of a challenge.
Check your fire! Hey!
Go on then, why not? Let's just eat them in front of their friends. I think I'm going to get the weight down. So my companions are going to have to take care of this one. Oh crikey, that guy's head is rolling around. I just leveled up without doing anything, trying to catch my companions. Like, wait for me. Okay. Okay. Well, let's move that up a bit more. In fact, you know what? Let's put it that way. Pop the extra point in there. Why not? Eddie, come back. Eddie! No! There you go. Right. Let's give you some stuff. There we go. Oh, whoops. Let's acquire a few things. Why not? I think that's it. I think that's the camp sort of pretty much cleared out. But I do know that down here we've got a few swamp people. So why not? I need to find a doctor. Oh crikey, this one's just, he's just standing there like no idea. Ah. I've just discovered how powerful the power attacks can be though. If you just hold down your attack thing. Right. So they don't really have anything on them. Splish, splash. Now if I go in this direction, it should spawn in the platform. There we go. Oh, shice. Okay. Right. Let's maybe pop some stim packs on the go. Crikey. Yikes. So that was like a whole thing, wasn't it? Oh, hang on. Some bobby pins, why not? Huh. Wasteland Survival Guide. I'm pretty sure that's a book rather than a magazine. It is. Huh. Power fist. Interesting. Right. Now. So I can see it, Veronica is just Wolpes in Coulter's furry hat. Yeah, that's all I can sort of see. Yep, knock knock is a powerful weapon. Very powerful weapon. So if I go back to the scavenger platform. And just head in this direction. This should allow me to access a few things. You know what? I don't even know why I'm going here. Because I can't actually do the quest that goes down here anyway. There's nothing to see here. That direction there are cazadors. They can go away. Cazadors are the bloody worst. Absolute worst. Just horrible things. Right, you know what? Let's just have a bit of river water. Well, who have, you know, what could possibly go wrong, eh? Yeah. But there are a couple of locations I can discover, at the very least, which will be handy. Because, if nothing else, like discovering those locations will get me a touch of XP. Because there's a plane down there, and it's a location. Boom. And then over here. Boom, the cave. Is that things which are alive over there? I didn't authorise that at all. Alright, Hassan, cheers for streaming, cheers for joining in with the stream. Much appreciated. Thank you for popping in and saying hello and talking with me. I really, really do hope you get to enjoy your own playthrough of this, because it is absolutely a fantastic game. It really is a great game, and I hope that you enjoy it, when you get a chance to play. But yeah, Fallout 3 first, and then this following on from that. Thank you so much. Right, that presents a bit of a predicament. I can't attack it, it can't attack me. Whoa. I died. Bollocks. I'm used to being here with the rebreather. Oh, dongs. Okay, let's try that the whole entire fucking sequence again. There we are. Hopefully it's not too troublesome, you know? So I spotted things, obligated by the mission requirements to go and attack them,
Uh-oh.
but the problem is they're cazadors. You know what, Veronica, you go first. We'll go around the other way then, fine. You can nib off. There we go. Come on, we've got to clear out some of these.
Hey! He's throwing rocks.
Right, so then the next step is basically to clear out these castles. Why I'm choosing to melee castles, I don't know. Just don't ask me. I'm not even certain as to what's happening here. Boop. There we go. So return to the bit that we were just sort of getting a bit further and further away from. Discover this location and then that one. And yes, a lot of this would indeed happen faster if I were to just basically lay into everything using nothing but my chainsaw, but I'm not going to do that because I actually kind of find it fun, the idea of going in and properly removing everything. You know, trying different weapons. Like, you know, killing critters with axes and stuff. There are certain things that I want to do in terms of challenges too. For example, I want to cripple but not kill Caesar, cripple his head, using a throwing spear, because it brings up a fun challenge, which is a 300 reference. And then there's a fun challenge which involves like, then if you follow up by killing Caesar with a knife, it has a sort of, like, I think it's like a Mark Antony reference or whatever. What's the name of the bloke? There's something. There's some references that it brings up. I'm trying to think. It's not Mark Antony. What am I talking about? There's a reference basically to this assassination. Anyway, thinking of somebody else. Ah, there we go. I don't know why that popped into my head.
Trouble.
There are living creatures. I don't want to get too close to Camp Golf. So if I get close to Camp Golf, it's going to lead to some difficulties.
Come on.
Oh, beans.
It's getting rough. Mm-hmm.
There we go. Couple more cazadors. Almost done. There we go. There we go. I don't know why they were missing last time. Need to be cautious, and by cautious I mean you go first.
I'm not doing so well.
There we go. Slurp down some water, get that all sorted. I mean, whereabouts am I likely to find a doctor that'll be... Why don't I go to Bitter Springs? The NCR doctor might be able to help, especially if I go and, you know, pick up all the supplies, get the NCR a bit happier with me, then get the doctor to heal me, and then go, you know, murderize everybody to death after that. Why not? Why would I not do that? Well, I'm going to remain here until, you know, we proceed. But I think let's call it there for now. I will have another stream, basically 2 days time. So yeah, Sunday, I'll say 6:30 again. Nice, reasonable time on a Sunday there, and so hopefully you will join me as we proceed to ask some other important questions, or ask some other important questions, I should say, because, you know, puns, yay. basically I want to go ahead and achieve a couple of bits and bobs for Camp Bitter Springs, like the Bitter Springs camp, and then, well, yeah, you know the score. You know by now what's going to happen. But let's see how much of how much of the quest we can do based on the rule set, that we've presented ourselves, and see how we do from there. So thank you very much indeed. It is very much appreciated that you join me. Thank you to everyone who's come on. And cheers for the commentary and the likes and things. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, then give it a like, and just pop something in the comments afterwards, and just say what things you've liked about everything so far, what you'd like to see from here. Any pointers really, because these streams are the first ones I've ever done. Ultimately I want to go over to pre-recorded videos with the occasional stream, but I'd like very much to see what people enjoy about my mission types and things like that, the stuff that I'm doing from here. So thank you very much indeed for joining me. I'm Dave, this has been SethScapes, and thank you very much indeed, and goodbye.